Kindly like the video, share, and subscribe to Beat Animation Hub for inspiring science educational videos.
Grief is one of the most powerful experiences a human being can go through. It doesn't just live in our thoughts or in the tears we cry. Grief lives in the body, in the architecture of the brain, and in the rhythm of the heart. Today, we're going to see what science has discovered about what actually happens when we lose someone we love. In the very first moments of loss, the brain goes into crisis mode. The amygdala, a small, almond-shaped structure deep in the brain, fires intensely. This is the same region that activates during fear and physical danger. Because to the brain, this is danger. Cortisol and adrenaline surge through the body. Heart rate spikes, breathing quickens. Some people feel a wave of nausea. That numbness isn't weakness. It's the brain's emergency brake, protecting you from a pain too large to process. Over the hours and days that follow, grief begins to reshape how the brain works, sometimes dramatically. The prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus, decision-making, and rational thinking, goes quiet. This is why grieving people struggle to concentrate, forget simple things, or feel like they're moving through fog. Researchers even have a name for it. It's not in your head. Well, it is in your head, but it's real and it's physical. Meanwhile, the brain's reward system, designed to create feelings of pleasure, motivation, and connection, begins to malfunction. The things that once brought joy stop working the same way. This is why grief can feel so similar to depression. The same neural pathways are involved. Here's something remarkable. Neuroscientists have discovered that when we grieve, the brain activates regions associated with yearning, the same regions that light up when we crave food when hungry or search for a missing object. Your brain is, quite literally, looking for the person who is gone. It hasn't yet learned to accept their absence, and so it keeps reaching. It begins in the brain, races down through the throat and past the pulsing lungs. And then there is the heart. We've always spoken of a broken heart as a metaphor, but medicine has revealed something startling. The broken heart is real. A condition called Takotsubo cardiomyopathy can cause the left ventricle of the heart to temporarily weaken. It mimics the symptoms of a heart attack: chest pain, shortness of breath, a feeling of crushing weight. It usually resolves, but it is a reminder that grief is not just emotional, it is physiological. Even in less acute cases, grief disrupts the heart's rhythm. Heart rate variabilities is during grief. The heart becomes less resilient. Studies show that, in the weeks following the death of a loved one, the risk of heart attack increases significantly. This is partly why the loss of a long-term partner is so physically dangerous. The body has literally co-regulated with that person's presence, their breathing, their touch, their predictable rhythms. Losing them sends the nervous system into dysregulation.
Because grief is a whole body experience.
Elevated cortisol suppresses the immune system. Grieving people get sick more often. Wounds heal more slowly. Inflammation increases, which is connected to everything from joint pain to fatigue to gut problems. Sleep architecture falls apart. The brain can't settle into deep, restorative sleep, partly because the default mode network, the part of the brain that processes and self-reflection, becomes hyperactive. Replaying, reviewing, trying to make sense of it. This isn't torture. It's the brain doing its job, trying to integrate the loss into a new understanding of the world. Here is the part that matters most. The brain is not static. It is plastic. it changes. And over time, with support, with expression, new neural pathways form. The brain learns to hold the memory of someone without being overwhelmed by their absence. The heart finds its rhythm again. Not the same rhythm as before, but a rhythm nonetheless. The way the brain learns to carry someone forward rather than leave them behind. If you are grieving, know this. What you are feeling in your body is real. The fog, the ache, the exhaustion, the searching. They are signs that you loved someone, and that your brain and heart are doing the profound, difficult work of learning to live in a world where they are no longer present. That work takes time, and it is worth it. Are you grieving and brokenhearted? Jesus can heal the brokenhearted. Call on him now.
Kindly like the video, share, and subscribe to Beat Animation Hub for inspiring science educational videos.